Some gangster films are about power. This one is about the price of it. In 1987, a young director and a shape-shifting star built a slum kingdom in Bombay and then quietly asked whether any of it was worth the graves it dug. Today we're talking about Nayakan. Spoilers ahead from here. Directed and written by Mani Ratnam, Nayakan follows Velu Naikar, played by Kamal Haasan, from a boy whose union leader father is murdered by corrupt police. Velu kills the officer responsible and flees to Bombay, where a kind Muslim fisherman raises him. Pulled slowly into crime, Velu grows into a don who protects his slum, feared by the state but worshipped by the poor. The film, loosely inspired by real underworld figure Varadarajan Mudaliar, features Saranya in her debut as his wife Neela, with Ilayaraja's aching score in P.C. Sriram's shadow-drenched camera. But every act of power costs Velu the people he loves. The ending is devastating precisely because it refuses triumph. After the courts fail to convict him, Velu walks down the courthouse steps a free man, his grandson beside him, the crowd cheering his name like a saint. And then a young man steps forward and shoots him. Not a rival gangster, not the police, but the grown son of a man Velu himself had killed years earlier. Velu falls asking a single unanswered question of the universe: was he a good man or a bad one? The saint and the sinner die on the same steps. That ambiguity is the whole point, and it's why the climax still lands decades later. Nayakan never lets you cheer cleanly. The cycle of vengeance that made Velu a killer as a boy simply comes back for him. It's poetic, it's cruel, and it earns its silence. But I'll admit the final courtroom-to-street sequence moves fast, almost rushing the karmic gut punch it spent 3 hours building. Here's my alternative, offered as a fan, not a fix. Imagine the young assassin hesitating, unable to pull the trigger, and Velu recognizing him instantly as the orphan he created. What if Velu handed the boy the gun himself, inviting the bullet as the only justice he still believes in? A death he chooses, rather than one that ambushes him. It would sharpen the film's question, was he good or bad, into a decision made by his own hand, turning a tragic accident into a confession. Same grave, deeper wound. Now the fun part, fan casting the era. Kamal Haasan is untouchable here, so this is pure what if. In the mid-80s, Rajinikanth would have made for a fascinating alternative as Velu, his natural magnetism and slum hero swagger perfectly suited to a don the streets adore, though the quieter grief might have pulled him into new territory. And picture the towering Sivaji Ganesan in the aging patriarch stretch, his theatrical gravitas lending the courtroom and family scenes operatic weight. Neither would replace Kamal's nuance, but both, at that exact moment in their careers, carried the mythic screen persona this role feeds on. It's an opinion, not a verdict. Nayakan isn't just a landmark of Tamil cinema, it's a film that dares to love its monster and mourn him too. If this made you want to revisit it, hit subscribe, and tell me in the comments who you'd have fan cast. Same time tomorrow, another film.